Hey y'all, my name is Kathyjodiys. Thanks for clicking on my video. Today is the Just Our Imagination Challenge. This thing is amazing. I know it has become a favorite of some of y'all, and it just, no wonder, it is so much fun. But I appreciate y'all. Thank you for coming back. If you're new, hey, what's up? Subscribe, stick around, stay a while. We'll have some fun. Okay, y'all, right here I got one of those beaded wreath forms from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to start folding it in, giving it the shape of a carrot, which I think. And this one is from Miss Luann. Thank you, Miss Luann. And I'm going to do 3 of them that way. And this one is from Miss Wanda Cruz. I'd like to say thank you, Wanda, and the other one I bought. But anyway, I'm going to take orange chalk paint and some white chalk paint, mix them together, and try to get 3 different shades. I'm sorry, y'all, I need a Mountain Dew. I'm thirsty. And I'm just going to take and just give them like a messy coat, nothing special. And I don't want like the colors so much different, you know, just a little bit subtlety. And then I'm going to take my tassel maker and I'm going to wrap it around, wrap it around the tassel maker 6 times. And I'm going to take my jute, of course, and tie it. And then when I take it off there, I'm going to go ahead and double knot it. And then I take another piece of jute and tie it at the top, because you know when you make a tassel, how it like separates. Well, I don't want it split and separate like that because it just looks bad. And then I'm just going to cut them random, no rhyme or reason. And then I'm going to take and stick it in that wreath form part that's left, that's got a little circle on the bottom of it. And I'm going to tie it to it. And then I'm just going to make a lark's head knot and pull it down over my rest of my jute, make it really tight. And then wrap it around, because I didn't want it like dangling by just a knot. I wanted to have some meat to it. So I take some extra jute and just wrap it around and make it look better. That's all I'm doing there. And then after I get done with that, I'm going to double knot it and cut off the excess. And I tack it down with a little bit of hot glue. I just like to be safe. And I'm going to do all 3 of them like that. And I promise that one's not yellow. And then I'm going to take some greenery from the Dollar Tree. Except I think that one may be from Walmart. I have no idea. I've had it forever. And I'm going to pick pieces that I want after I cut it and separate it. And I'm going to hot glue it to the top of my carrots. Then we're going to flip it around. And I'm going to bend up the wire that's left over and attach it to the carrot like that. And hot glue it. I mean, I'm going to do more. And then I'm going to take some more jute, and I'm going to make a lark's head knot again, and I'm going to pull all that extra jute up and over that greenery and stick my 2 ends in and pull it real tight, because what we're going to do here to try to stabilize it more, to make sure our greenery stays, is we're going to do like the X formation, you know what I mean? And, you know, take it one way, then up over it, and take it to another, the other, whatever, y'all. And I even wrap it around the greenery a couple times while doing that. So then, well, I don't know why I slowed it down too much, well, to let y'all see. And then I'm going to double knot it, just tying it to it, so, you know. And then, of course, cut it off, and I do tack it down with hot glue. And we're going to do all 3 of them like that. And then I'm going to take some green moss, and I'm going to hot glue it to the top of all my carrots to cover up all that jute, because I just want it to look better. And even though you don't even see it on the end, in the end, it still made me feel better about it. But then I'm going to take some hot glue, and I'm going to glue them together. But I'm also going to take some floor wire and wrap it around the 2 in the back, and just hide it in between the beads and just twist it really tight. And then I'm going to do that individually, like to each side with the floor wire. And just take my little needle nose pliers and fold that wire down so nobody gets poked. And the excess wire that I had left over, I'm just going to make a hanger with it. And then I'm going to take some ribbon here, and I measure it about 9 inches. And I'm going to fold it 4 times because I want 4 pieces. And I'm going to fold it towards me and make dovetails. And then I'm going to take more floor wire. I'm going to pinch that in the middle, fold it in half, pinch it in the middle. And I'm going to wrap it around it real tight. And I do that to I do it to a good bit of it. Because then I'm going to take coordinating ribbon. I've never seen anybody do this. Jump up, Jess. So I had the idea to do it. And if y'all seen it elsewhere, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to steal anybody's thunder. I just thought, oh, what a cool idea this will be. So I took and just started hot gluing those pieces like on each side, like making the match, doing whatever I did on one side, I did on the other. And then on that one, I crisscrossed it in the front, and I was like, oh, isn't that a big old pretty bow? And then I did make another Kathyjodiys bow and glued it on top of it, and glued a little Easter bunny in the middle of it from the Dollar Tree. But then I was afraid it would fall apart, so I cut a big old giant jumbo craft stick and hot glued it to the back, and then I covered it with moss also. And that's it, you guys. And here it is. And I think it's beautiful. That's the roots. It's supposed to be the roots. Because I'm extra. But anyway, I've never seen anybody do that before. And I'm always trying to do something that everybody else hasn't done. Because I don't want y'all to have to watch the same things over and over. Okay, today is the Just Our Imagination Challenge. We had 2 winners. Crafts with May. She picked Band-Aids. Cindy from Z9 Design, she picked yarn. My best friend Brenda from Rustic Lace DIY, she picked dice. And me, I picked the plastic jug. So, y'all need to go check these ladies out. They're phenomenal, and I'll have all the links in the description box below. Okay. Oh, real quick, it's Crafty Crafterson time. Okay, Rhonda, this is beautiful. She made this magnolia wreath, and I love magnolia. And then Cynthia, look at all of her little cuteness. And I love that cutting board with that plaid. Oh, no. And then Tracy Blackburn, look. Oh, I love the crosses. And look at the cat and the dog. The little dog photo frame was adorable. Okay, right here. I'm going to take some white yarn from the Dollar Tree. I'm trying to do this fast, y'all, because it's really long for some reason. I cut everything out that I possibly thought I could. But I'm going to take those 2 bamboo hoops, and I hot glue them together, and then I'm going to take some masking tape, and I double tape them together because I want them to stay. And then I'm going to take that wire jute. I cut it at the same, it's 12 inches. Cut 2 pieces, fold them in half, and bend it like real tight to make a point at the end. Because these are going to be my bunny ears. You guys, everybody in this house is sick. And then I'm going to bend those ends in, like, towards the center. And I'm going to do the same to the other. And I'm just going to line them up with each other so I know where to bend each one and make sure I get them even. Okay, and then I'm going to start hot gluing them to the top of the little bunny head. You guys, while I do the one, I do to the other. And I'm just going to take masking tape. Oh, my gosh, I still think about being called MacGyver with masking tape. That made me laugh so hard. And I'm going to wrap around masking tape to help hold the ears on while we work with them. Plus, it might help hold the ears on, you know. Anyway, again, I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. And then, okay, here's what I like to do. Y'all do it how you want. I think it beefs up the yarn. The Dollar Tree yarn makes it look better, and it's so much faster. I cut a very, very, very long piece, and I fold it in half. And then I fold it in half again. Sometimes I do it by 2, sometimes 4, sometimes 8. This one I'm going to do by 8s. So I'm going to make a lark's head knot, which is folding it in half, making a loop, and grabbing the other 2 ends and pulling it through that loop. I do it all the time. You hear me say it a lot. But then I'm going to start wrapping it, you guys. And listen, I had this thing wrapped in no time. And I just think, like I said, it makes it look better. And it's so much faster. And you just keep wrapping and wrapping and wrapping until you have it done. Because it's long, it's a bit like, but it doesn't take no time at all. And then when I come to the end, I just put down some hot glue and hot glue it to itself. And, oh, when I did the other side, I just keep going, and I just go all the way up the head. And I skip the ears. I go past the ears, and I go back and do them individually. And once I get all wrapped, I come around, and I take and split the yarn in half. And I wrap it up around the one, and then wrap it. Y'all see. Y'all could figure out probably how to see up and around, and then down and around. And then I double knot it. And then after I double knot it, I just cut off the excess. And like I said, I didn't say it before, I'm going to use it for the bunny ears. And but I didn't want to show y'all this. With the bunny ears, I only did 2 pieces. And I did a lark's head knot again. But I put the loop on one side, and I split the yarn down one one piece on one side of the ear and one piece on the other side of the ear, and put it through, because again, I wanted to do whatever I could to just make my ears just stay on real well. And I just wrapped the ears the way I wrapped the rest of it. And then I'm going to take a piece of this. You know that trifold cardboard from the Dollar Tree? I'm going to take a piece of it, and I'm going to trace the outside and the inside of the bottom part of my bunny, and I'm going to cut that out. And then I'm going to take this calendar from 2021, you guys, I found the other day. I got stuff that, like I said, I need to use this stuff, and that is too cute. But I'm going to trace it by the inside of the bunny. And then I'm going to take a piece of cardstock, because that cardboard is lumpy. And I'm going to cut it out, and I'm going to take my glue stick, and I'm going to glue it to my cardboard, making sure I get the edges really, really, really well. And put it down, and then I'm going to glue my bunny picture. Wait, I'm going to trace it first. I need to trace it out to see. And I'll wipe off the excess glue. Come on, get on with it, Kathyjodiys. And then I'm going to trace the inside of the bunny rabbit again to know where to lay my calendar picture. And just the same thing, take my glue stick and glue it down and put my picture down. I glue it all over, of course. Anyway, there we go. Rub it down really, really good. Make sure, yeah, you get it stay. It didn't have any wrinkles. And I'm going to take Aleene's tacky glue, and I'm going to glue it to the bunny. And I put some clips on it till it dries. And here I traced out on burlap Miss Vicky Schaefer sent me. It's sticky back burlap. And I traced out the inner part of my bunny head and my bunny ears to make for his little face and stuff. Of course, cut that out, and I'm going to do the ears the same way. You can use any burlap you have, any material you have. Just make it yours, you guys. This is just for inspiration. And yeah. So anyway, there we go. I'm so sorry. Okay, there we go. And I clipped those too. Okay. After they dry, you guys just ignore this part. That's why it's going so fast. I took that, it's like paper covered wire. Y'all know what it is, and I can't think of the name of it, so I'm just going to, anyway. And I wanted to mimic, like that, that grapevine wreath in the picture, and I was going to try to do it with this, and I was not successful, and it doesn't matter in the end. You won't need it because I end up covering it up. So I'm going to take eucalyptus, good golly, I can't talk, and I cut it in half, and then I cut one of the leaves off to make it lay better. Eucalyptus is from Walmart, and I'm going to put pieces like going out and coming in and going out and coming in. I think I put too much, but it still ended up cute. And I'm going to add some lavender, to it, just putting it wherever I feel like it needs it. Yeah, I do think I could have had less eucalyptus. But anyway, it is what it is. I can't undo it now. And then I'm going to take that braided jute that is from Amazon, and I'm going to start hot gluing it around. I didn't need it. It looked fine. I didn't have to cover up anything, but I just thought it would add an extra bit of cuteness. And I did it all around his little head and all around inside the bunny ears, except where the bunny ears meet the head. Like right there. I don't know why I showed you, but anyway, there's where I stopped, and I just went ahead and cut that off, and I don't know why I did. I guess I could have went all the way around, but I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway, and then I made this bow like the same way. Dovetail, just cut some 2 pieces of ribbon off, dovetail the ends, and then I'm going to tie this in with jute instead of floor wire, and I'm going to double knot it, make it good and tight, and then we're going to, still be knotting it, hot glue it to his little neck. And it's a boy, I don't know why. And then I take this other bow I made, and another Kathyjodiys bow, double loop, and I'm going to hot glue it on top of that one. And then I'm going to take a piece of jute twine. I'm tying knots in each end, and I'm just going, this thing is so light, you guys. I mean, it's basically paper. I'm going to cut off pieces of cardboard, and I'm just going to hot glue it over top of my knot so it doesn't slide off. And today, I wasn't done because I had to be extra. And then I found that little purple flower, and I was like, let me put that in his little bow. And then I found those little yellow flowers. Those are the ones from the Dollar Tree, that's frosted like. And I decided to put some of that in there. beside yellow and purple looks good together. And I just hot glue my little yellow flowers in there just sporadically. And then, oh no, I'll leave this in. And then I take some more of those pieces off of whatever, those little yellow flowers come off that pick also. And I just glue them there beside his little purple flower on his bow. And here he is. Oh my goodness, he is so cute. Look at him. I don't know if any of y'all still have that picture, but I know there's other calendar pieces that have cute little pictures of bunnies in them. And I think he's adorable. I hope y'all like him too. Okay, right. This one, you guys, this one should have went in the garbage. I'm serious. Okay, I took dice. This is another item. And I took 4 balloons, but with the yellow ones, you're going to need 6, but it doesn't matter. I should have used the white ones on both of them, but I'm just going to cut the heads off of them, and then I'm going to pull them out and stretch them real big and stretch them over top of my dice. This is to prevent me from having to paint them. And I'm just going to put that one over that one, and I'm going to do it to both of those ones. But then with the yellow ones, like I said, I put 2 on, and you could totally see through it, so you're going to have to do 3. I couldn't believe that. Anyway, and then I did not like how sunshine yellow that one was, so I painted over it with some folk art chalk paint. And then I take that little heart and then 3 more little hearts, but I only use 2 of them, and 2 little eggs, and I paint the anyway, I'm going to mix some coral pink and white chalk paint here together to get the pink that I want. And I don't know why I showed too much of that. But I'm going to paint 2 of the little hearts orange and the big heart orange. And then I'm going to paint the 2 little eggs white. And then I'm going to take the end of my paintbrush. Well, no, first I'm going to paint little round pink spots on their feet. And then I take the end of my paintbrush and make 3 little dots for toes. Okay, and then I'm going to hot glue the yellow cube to the orange heart. I accidentally glued the white cube to the orange heart because I'm a dork. But I know I sound like Froggy still. I sound off. I'm so sorry, you guys. Anyway, and then I glue the other yellow one on top of it. And then the same with the little white ones. I glue them together. I don't know why I keep calling them cubes. And then I'm going to take the little feet and I'm going to glue it on front of the white one. And then, well, glue the other little foot on. I thought y'all need to see it and you couldn't even see it anyway. And then I'm going to put some hot glue in the humps of the heart. I don't know what you call those. And I'm going to glue those 2 little orange hearts together. And I'm going to make his little beak. I did something similar last year with terracotta pots, you guys. You remember? Yeah. And then, I took that fuzzy pom-pom and glued it to the top of his head. And then I took that pom-pom and glued it to her rump. Oh, my gosh, you guys. She looks like a linebacker. I can't even with her. And then I have those wood pieces from that brick and brack from Dollar Tree forever ago. I just wanted y'all to see them. And what I did was filed one down because one didn't have the point that I needed. So I had to, file it down to make it match the other ones. Anyway, and then I paint all of them orange. And then I'm going to take the bigger ones, of course, and glue it down to the side here. These are going to be his little wings. I thought that'd be so cute. I got almost all that's gone, y'all. I wish I could find more bags of that garbage. Yeah. Anyway, it was just a bunch of little random wood pieces. Y'all remember, it's been with me a while. Anyway, and then I hot glued the smaller one on top of the big one. Man, that took a long time. And same thing to the other side. And look at it so far. He is adorable. She is a mess. And then, I covered him in Mod Podge because he kept cracking. I've painted balloons before and not had that problem. But he just kept so I was like, I'm going to keep him good. So then I take that little heart. It's from Valentine's Day from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to put it in that paint that I had mixed up, and I painted it, and I'm going to glue it to her nose, and she looks like, what does she look like? A mess. But I take a Sharpie at first, and I end up switching to my felt pen, and I'm going to draw eyes, and then, of course, I'm just going to color them in. I just use a bigger Sharpie, and then I'm going to take some felt, And I'm going to cut out the shape of a bunny ear. I'm going to do that 2 times. And then, I don't know why I'm going so slow here, y'all. And then I'm going to take this fuzz. I don't know. I got it, I think, during the fall last year at the Dollar Tree. There was black and gray. And as soon as I saw it, I thought, ooh, bunny rabbits. Anyway, and I'm just going to cut a piece off. And I'm going to trace out my bunny ears. And then I'm going to cut them out. And yeah, well, I'm way ahead of myself. I'm gonna hot glue that pink felt to that fur, and then I'm just gonna hot glue them to the top of her head, just like that. I couldn't believe they stood up, but they did. I don't know. This sounds really hollow, you guys. I'm sorry. I think it's because I'm sitting in the living room and I never do my voiceovers up here. But anyway, y'all see. And then here's where it goes real wrong. I cut out some more of that fur and I made her arms. It's not good. They're even bent like an elbow shape. And then oh no, look at her mouth. I had to wipe it off and redo the mouth, and I don't think it helped at all. And anyway, sorry. Then I cut out 2 little teeny tiny pieces of felt, and I glued them as her little paws to the end of that fur. You guys, I don't know what I think sometimes. And then I cut out some more felt, and cut it round a circular shape, and I'm going to glue it to her little belly. I just don't know. I just kept going way too far. I just couldn't pull it back. It was just too late. Anyway, I'm going to color his little eyes black, or, make him little eyes with that felt marker. And then I take a white paint marker and I put whites under their eyes. And I gave him big old cute brown eyes, which are adorable. This is forever. I do think that I wanted to tell you all I had to do was tap that paint marker, not like draw, you know what I'm saying? Just tap, and that white came out. And those came from Walmart, y'all. And then I take the brown and do the same thing. And then I take blue and I do her eyes. Yep, just tapping it on. Keeping the dumbest stuff sometimes. Anyway, you guys have already seen me do that, didn't you? Yeah, okay. And then I'm going to take my Sharpie and I'm going to outline underneath her eyes to separate the white and the blue. And then I go ahead around her eyes to define them more. And then I tried to fix the mouth and it didn't help. It didn't help her. She's goofy looking. I don't know why I'm done to the... Oh, then this made it worse. I took yarn and glued it on his whiskers. That yarn that I used to make that... Oh, my gosh. It made it worse. And then I tried to pull him off. And I couldn't get him off. And now it looks like she's got a white mustache. I take that yarn. And I go around her belly. I didn't know to stop. I couldn't stop myself. I was out of control. Oh, golly, you guys. Hooey. And then I put little dots in her eyes like that was going to help to make her look sunshiny and gleaming. But no, it just made her worse, I think. I mean, it just... Oh, but look at him. He's so cute. And I put little teeny tiny dots in his eyes. Oh, he's so cute. You guys, look at him. And then... and then I take that brown marker and I give him little freckles. He is just too much. Yeah, so anyway, but I really ruined her. And then I'm just going to cut off a piece of ribbon here, and I'm going to fold it like trifold, you know what I mean? And I'm going to, hot glue it to itself. And then I take a piece of jute. I think it's a piece of jute. I don't even know anymore. And I'm going to scrunch it in the middle, and I'm going to tie that jute around it, and I'm making a bow for her hair. And this just, yeah, it didn't help either. I just double knot it and cut off that excess and just going to hot glue it on there. And then, well, maybe sometime today. And one of my videos so long. Oh, goodness. Okay, now we're going to hot glue it on there. And then I got these wee little teeny tiny flowers from Temu. And I'm taking one and I'm going to hot glue it to the center of the bow, which didn't help. I mean, it just really needs to go in the garbage. So... be ready, Barbara. Here's another goofy one. And here they are. Oh, my goodness. I think he is just adorable, and she is a hot mess. Y'all just really should feel bad for her. Look, Well, she looks like a pig. with, with a mustache. Oh no. Okay, you guys. Here's my big old giant pork rind jug. I hate those things. They're nasty. But my husband got on a kick, and he was buying them from Sam's and just eating them. And I saved some of the jugs. And here I'm just cutting it. And here I cut a V shape right there. And I'm just gonna just random like make cuts. I know. And then I cleaned it up with my big honking scissors. And here I'm going to take craft paper from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to take Elmer's school glue and water. And the ratio you mix is half and half. If you put half a teaspoon of glue, you put a half teaspoon of water. Mix it up really well. And then I'm going to start gluing that paper to my jug. Excuse me. It's really easy. Just putting the glue down and wrapping the jug in it. And then throwing some glue on top of it. And I did want to make sure I overlapped it here, because I didn't want it to come apart. And that's just what I'm doing. And then, there we go. I set it up, and I run that brush on top of that paper, like on the edge, and it tears that paper off. And then I take any that's left over, and I'm just going to brush it down on the inside. And I do the same thing to the bottom, just flip it all underneath and just glue it on. And then I'm going to take, I'm going to tear long strips of that paper. And you guys, I did this really fast. The hardest part, longest part about it was drying. And I'm making a knot there. And I'm just going to rip long pieces. And I just lay them out, like, I bunch them all up, like crinkle them, like make them all smushy and smooshy. And lay them down on my paper. Because this is supposed to be a dead tree stump. Anyway. And I was like, I'm never going to pull this off, because I saw a planter like that. And I thought, oh, that's pretty. I can make it. But then I go totally in left field. But I just keep dipping those long strips of paper in that. Yeah, and here, this long piece, I took and I wrapped it up like you would a flower, when you're making a flower with fabric. And that's going to be a knot. And I'm just going to stick it down on there. That's simple. And I just keep gluing my strips on and gluing my strips on, and that's it. Yeah. And, yeah, make them all wrinkled and stuff, and sometimes I put shorter pieces, and other times I put longer. We'll put 2 short pieces together and stuff like that. But I let it dry overnight, and then I gave it a coat of Mod Podge the next day. Well, that had to dry overnight, too. And, then, after it's done drying, I paint it in truffle. First, I put that black on it, and I was like, this ain't going to work. I got to paint the whole thing, and I was trying to be quick about it and be lazy, but I took the sponge brush, and I started stippling truffle paint all over it, and then I dry brush cashew all over it, cashew chalk paint by Waverly, and then, and then I take that truffle again by Waverly, and I start dry brushing it on over top of the cashew. Trust me, I'm going somewhere with this. It isn't, gosh, you guys, it looks so realistic. You would not believe it. I surprised myself. Here's where the magic happened. I know I'm stupid. I took Rich Black by Folk Art, and I start like highlighting the knots, pieces that were curled up, and if I got the paint too thick, I just rubbed it with my fingers. And I went all around the top of it, and all those like little V shapes I cut out. Yeah, to really like highlight those edges, and just that's what I was doing, was like shading, I guess. It's not highlighting, it's shading. And making dark spots all over it with that black chalk paint, you guys. And it just, and I dry brushed it a couple of places. And yeah, anyway, got down in between some of the cracks with the, I know. And then I took that cashew, and I actually went down in that hole. I know it sounds whatever. And I go around it, and this I did highlight, and I just painted around. And then I took that truffle, and I like lightly dry brushed it over it. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Then I kind of smeared it all together, and then And then I took the ink again and I went down inside of it again to make it dark and like shaded like around it and stuff like that. You guys, this thing looks real. And I put the lid on the part of the jug I cut off and I evened it out and I stuck it down in my jug, and I'm putting just some styrofoam. Now, if you guys have plastic bags, that would be good too. And I just cut some of that styrofoam out. I traced the bottom of it. And then I take one of them coconut things that come in those planters from the Dollar Tree and stuck it down in there. And then I put 2 little bunny rabbits down in there that I got from Dollar General last year. And I'm going to put some Spanish moss and some green moss and some of those little moss-covered rocks. And then I start going ham here. And I start taking hot glue. And I start gluing moss all over the bottom of my tree stump. And then I glue it. Oh, and then I start gluing some of them little moss rocks on the bottom of it. And I was like, wait a minute, we got to fix this. So then I had to cut out a piece of cardboard and hot glue it to the bottom of my tree stump. Yeah, this was supposed to be a planter, but yeah, this is much cuter like this. And then I'm just hot gluing and sticking moss and everything. And then I even took and glued moss down the front of it in little tiny pieces and stuff. And I did trim it back. See, then I just right here, like, there we go. There we go. And I got those little mushrooms from Dollar General last year. At the same time, I got something else I used in the video. But anyway, they were only 50 cents. It was at the end of summer. And fall started. And they had them for $1. But then, oh, sorry, you guys. I ended up adding some little flowers and some Easter eggs. And some carrots and stuff like that. And oh my goodness, you guys, look at this. Oh my goodness. I'm telling y'all, it looks real. I shocked myself. Oh my gosh, look at that. Can you believe that? And that was just no plastic jug and some paper. Oh my goodness. I hope y'all liked it. I mean, not that you'd ever sit in your house, but look at that. It's huge. But you could take a small jug and do it, you guys, a milk jug or something, and make something smaller. I mean, I don't know. I love that. Okay. All right. So right here, I got 2 crates from the Dollar Tree. I just want you to know. And here I'm just lining up, making marks and making those crevices even with the sides. I got that one 2 years ago. And then I have another one that I got like last year. And I'm going to paint that. First, I'm going to stain them in that stain that I made. But then I'm going to paint them in plaster, the first section, and then celery, and then moss. But I'm just going to do the Mr. Miyagi here. Wax on, wax off. And then, oh, I wanted to leave the inner part of the cutout dark. And that's the reason I stained it first. And then I'm going to take this leather, and then the other one I just stained. And see, look, that one fits right inside the other one. Can you believe that? That's how much smaller they are now. But I'm going to take that brown leather from Dollar Tree. You guys have had that forever. And I'm going to hook it to, excuse me, 2 macrame rings, little wood macrame rings that come from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to lay it down on there and kind of cover that hole. And I'm going to take my pokey tool, and I'm going to poke it down in there. And I took Aileen's tacky glue, and I glued that leather together. And I glued it to the box with Aileen's. And then I'm going to put Aileen's under that tack and stick that tack through there. But I did add Aileen's to all of it. And I'm doing the same thing to the other side. I don't know why I felt like I needed to show you the other side. But I did, and I didn't show you me gluing it at all. And then on my Cricut, I cut out Band-Aids. I was going to do something different, make a little book stack that said boo-boos, ouchies, and something else. But I didn't. And then I filled my little box with Band-Aids. And I pulled off some Band-Aids, and I'm putting them on my box. But I ended up moving them to the upper corner. But look, you can lift that right off there. And that's going to sit right in my cabinet upstairs. But there we go, Band-Aids. It's cute. I don't think I took video of this, you guys. I just took pictures. But here's everything, you guys. I hope y'all enjoy it. I enjoy making this stuff, and I'm so glad you guys come back every week. I know you hear me say it over and over, but I am so happy, and I just appreciate y'all so very much and love you from the bottom of my heart, and I pray you have a blessed week. I really do hope you enjoyed the video, and you guys have got to let me know what you think about my tree stump and my fat little pig. No, but anyway, She's funny. She's funny if nothing else. But I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.